taxpayers, you're back with MrTaxes.ca with special guests and our special co-host. Make sure and tune in weekly Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Central. Remember to subscribe and remember to smash, bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button if you want more videos like this. And there we have it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is week 47.
I think you cheated.
I think I've been counting. And there are three types of accountant. Those that can count and those that cannot. So 47 it is. I did have a sneak peek.
Hey, that's all right. We all cheat every now and then on certain things.
Yeah, apparently The Rock has cheat days. He's been posting a lot on Instagram and online and showing some of the recipes he's cooking up. But here we are, week 47 on the Side Hustle for Your Side Hustle Dollar Tax Club webinar, coming to you live here from New Westminster, buried in snow. And we can thank Jesse for that. Perhaps maybe you just threw some over to us there.
Hey man, I've been doing a lot of shoveling around here, so it could have landed over there. That's possible.
Yeah, the snow here is wet, unlike Ontario, and Alberta.
How much snow did you guys get? I've seen a couple people on social media talking about how the whole city's kind of at a standstill.
It is, but the important ones are online today. Jesse's here, Jesse from Next Level Marketing, and Robert from Mr. Taxes putting together the Dollar Tax Club so that your side hustle has a side hustle. No special guest today, Jesse. I guess snow buried them in Saskatchewan. We had a guest on from Saskatchewan, so they will be on a later episode. So we'll have to, I guess our viewers will just have to bear with you and me today. I think that Jesse and I talked about it for all those listening in. We're going to have 2 affiliate hacks each to share with you, but you got to stay till the end of the webinar here to catch it. We're also going to do a little deeper dive than we have in the past couple of weeks on our affiliate program, how it works, who it's for, who it's not for, and we'll get into that. As always, we have a few jokes along the way, some tax tips, and of course, towards the end of the webinar, you get international rules. You got to be here to hear them. Is Jesse with 2 big affiliate hacks today? He's going to be sharing extra value today, Jesse.
You bet. Last week, I think I gave away. It was last week, I think, where I gave away that template bundle. That was pretty cool little giveaway for anyone that was there.
That was for the Black Friday giveaway. And then what do they call Monday? Bonus Monday? What is it?
Cyber Monday or something?
Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Opposite of Black Friday is Cyber Monday. Go figure. Well, that brings us to week 47. Our events link is up on the page there. So if you're looking for other events, looking for some deeper dives into insurance information, etc. And we did finish our insurance series. So everybody that's watching this, make sure and put your email in to get on the mailing list. We'll be sharing that link. 5 things you need to know when buying life insurance. And Jesse does a guest appearance in there as well.
Yeah, that one was pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to see how that goes.
Well, it's about as exciting as watching paint dry. Slightly more exciting than accounting, slightly less exciting than actuarial work. So it's somewhere way down there at the bottom. But, for those that are thinking about life insurance, it is a great little piece that we put together. Jesse and I collaborated on it with some of the big guns from the big insurance companies. Canada Life, thank you for participating in that. But just explaining the basics of life insurance. If you're thinking about buying life insurance, some of the things you need to watch out for, ways to help you get approved for life insurance if you're on the fence with health conditions, etc. A few little tips in there, and really how to make an informed decision when you are buying life insurance. So watch for those links. Possibly Alicia can drop them in the chat area when she gets in a bit later. I'll kick it off, Jesse. I've been around forever doing tax. I got our insurance license I believe, in the early 2000s, financial planning license as well, with the securities license to be able to offer mutual fund sales. But most important thing that we do is helping save clients tax. Minimum tax, maximum wealth is our motto. And our number one goal with clients is not to help you grow your money. We can help you pick the best investments, etc. But what we can do is help you minimize the amount of bleeding you're doing out the back end. Half your lifetime income goes to paying some sort of tax. So I spent the last 20 years of my life really focusing on that side, stopping the bleeding of money going out the back door. And you've heard the accolades over the past, 46 webinars this year. This is 47. So you only got to bear with us for a few more. And we have a new format coming for next year. And I'm sure Jesse's going to love to hear about that.
I'm looking forward to it.
So Jesse, what about your long list there?
I started in this online entrepreneur space in 2016. Started as an affiliate marketer through following some mentorship and guidance from some people that I met online, funny enough. Didn't know who they were, but I put my trust in them, and they definitely over-delivered. So I started my business, and things went really good pretty quickly. And that led me to building multiple courses and doing a lot of coaching and consulting with people, helping over 1,000 people start their business online. Some of them went on to make 6, even 7 figures in their businesses. Some of them didn't do anything with it, obviously. But it also led me to be number 1 in sales for 3 different global companies that I've represented over the years, as well as working with the DOLLARTAXCLub. That one started about a year and a half ago when I reached out to Rob because I'd just been referred by too many people. And they were like, you got to talk with this Rob guy at the, DOLLARTAXCLub. And so I finally made the appointment, had a conversation, got some really good news about my CRA account and just some things that were, going on in my financial life, I guess you could say. And then one thing led to another. Started working with Rob and the team on the affiliate side of things, the back end side of things for the DOLLARTAXCLub. And then that also led to partnering on the Mr. Insurance side, because I actually have a life insurance license in most of Western Canada as well. And just to kind of tie into the 5 secrets of buying life insurance that Rob was talking about not very long ago, one thing that led me to getting my life insurance license was just the fact that, I'd been paying a policy for, 6-7 years or something. And it was like $400 to $500 a month that I was shoveling out for this policy. And I had no idea what it was. It was just like one of those responsible adult things that when you have kids, people tell you should get life insurance and set it up. And so I talked with an advisor, and, I didn't understand anything that they were talking about at the time. I just said yes. And because that's the responsible thing to do. And then, 6 or 7 years later, I started wondering, what am I even paying this money for? I don't even understand what kind of policy I have. So started doing my own research, started, educating myself on the industry. And what I discovered after talking with probably 6 or 7 different agencies or brokers was that there's a few different strategies out there. And, everyone has a way to spin it to make it sound like theirs is the best. And what I realized was that there is no best strategy that covers everybody. It's just, it has to be a custom base. It has to be, sit down with someone who knows what they're talking about, set up a custom plan. A lot of discovery, I realized that this is something I'm actually really passionate about. I like, helping people set those plans up. And when I learned about the tax strategy that, Rob and the team do, that's when, just all really kind of clicked. And I was like, that's a way to not only have life insurance for when worst case happens, but also in the meantime, the right now. And so it just kind of all made sense. And now we're partnered on all sorts of different things. So, and there's that famous mute button of Rob's.
The famous mute button. Yeah. The strategy you were talking about, referring to, Jesse, we cover that a little bit towards the end of that 5-part series, but you do have to work progressively through those videos. You can't skip to the end. I think you built in a secret locking system that keeps them out, kind of like the old Get Smart movies. I don't know if you ever seen the beginning of the movie where a door opens, he goes through, and there's another door that opens, and he goes through a series of about a dozen doors.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's purposely designed in a specific way to give the proper information in the proper order so that everyone gets to the end and they have a good understanding. So, I mean, it is designed that way.
Yeah, but make sure and follow through with those. Take your notes, and if you need help on any section explaining anything, reach out to Jesse. So we'll watch for that. I believe Alicia has it up in the on the YouTube listing there in the chat area. If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, it'll be in the links below. Remember to like, subscribe, and smash bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button. I don't know if we could trademark that phrase.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone else say it exactly like that, so I'm sure you can.
I'm sure there's always a way to do that. So, joke of the week, I can absolutely assure the committee that moving our operations to the North Pole had nothing to do with tax avoidance. But unfortunately, the North Pole is part of Canada. And unfortunately, even Santa Claus is taxed. He was on the show last year talking about his grief with the CRA. And I'm not sure if any of them got any toys last Christmas. Because Santa wasn't talking too kindly of them. But, I mean, we do have to pay our fair share of taxes, but not more than we have to. But Santa Claus could claim his moving expenses. Right? You can do the simplified method or the detailed method of claiming expenses on the T1M form. And voila. I don't know where he would have moved from, though. Do you think he used to live in Hawaii?
Maybe the South Pole?
Possibly. That's a big move. That is completely halfway around the globe.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kilometers. If he does the per kilometer method, might be more beneficial. But if you need help on moving expenses, reach out. Santa Claus will be on. We do have him lined up in the next couple of weeks. I know Jesse's looking forward to it. He saw the video last year. No, it was Aaron that was on with the Santa. Aaron could contain himself because Santa just kept a straight face throughout the whole thing, and he just smashed and bashed CRA for like 20 minutes. That's how Santa and I met, actually. We on some tax issues, and we did help him claim that move to the North Pole.
There you go.
So our side hustle for your side hustle. I'll let Jesse kick it off here. Which one you want to? Well, I guess it goes in order: clients, affiliates, and Dollar Tax Club. So do you want to kick it off?
I'll tackle clients this week. I'll tackle the clients. So for our clients, we wanted to make this a complete win-win-win all the way around for everybody involved. And so for the clients, there's a complimentary tax review. It's probably one of my favorite parts about it. Just seeing, if the CRA owes you money, and if they do, you get it. We help you get it back. That's what it really comes down to. So it's money that could be on the table that you don't even know is yours. Let's just get it back in your pocket because you probably could use it more than the CRA could, I would imagine. Discount on services. So being a part of the Dollar Tax Club, being a member with the Dollar Tax Club, you're going to get some discount on services. This year we are next year, there's a broken up discount plan being put in place. So the earlier you get set up with your taxes for everything that you need to do, bookkeeping, taxes, all that stuff, the earlier you get it set up, the bigger the discount. So January, I believe, is 40% off, right?
And then it reduces 10% each month down to 10% for existing and or new clients in April before prices go up for 2023.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a way to incentivize the people that we're working with and give them a discount as well as fast track on tax documents. Now, this one may not seem like a big deal, but there's oftentimes that come up where, you need some sort of form from the CRA or some document for proof of income or, notice of assessments. I'm not the tax guy, but what I can say is that I've been in that situation where I've had people asking me, hey, can we get your notice of assessment? And one of the biggest pain in the butts is when you have no idea where to find it and you need to get it as soon as possible. So one of the biggest benefits of being a member of the Dollar Tax Club is all of your documents get sent to you in a Dropbox folder, and you have access from any of your devices at any point in time when you may or may not need them.
We have a client currently asking for his documents. He's a mid-70s, one of the original Vancouver Canucks retired NHL player, and the NHLPA is assisting him in some legal matters. And he reached out to me just yesterday, said, hey, I need my last 3 years of assessments for this assistance program with the National Hockey League Players Association. Reached out to us. We got the documents to him this morning. All's in order. You know, you may need those documents for financing a vehicle, for a rental application on a property, or mortgage documents. You know, most mortgage brokers or lenders require, unless it's private lending, the past 2 or 3 years of notice of assessment. And if they need copies of your tax returns, if you don't have those, we can replace those as well. Simple as a phone call.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we? We're jumping around here. We're moving around. This is the most exercise I got all since last night, shoveling snow. So what's in it for our affiliates? So Jesse was alluding to helping over 1,000 people start their own online business, but starting a business is easy as signing an agreement as an affiliate. Our program costs how much, Jesse?
Well, right now it's free, but it's going to go up to a big whole $1.
Yeah, so jump in now while you can. Reach out to us. Get on the affiliate page, dollartaxclub.ca/affiliate, and you can get signed up now for free. You're in business. Now you can start writing off all those things that you weren't writing off when you were just an employee, and get a little taste of what it's like to be self-employed and earn a little bit of side dough. Maybe you get signed up in time for Christmas. And our affiliate program, we have a marketing team that helps you put together all the marketing material. We assist with that. Get your own QR code, your own URL links, direct affiliate links that track leads and clients back to you so you can get paid. So the referral commissions is a big one. As well, if you're in business, you know, again, this is the side hustle for your side hustle. So if you have a job and you have a side hustle, we'll get you some social media and website exposure. We'll get you on our webinars, possibly, if you're starting to become a big earner like Jesse. That's how we started working together. He was a big earner with a big tax problem, reached out to us. Those are good problems to have. When you start making so much money, you need your own tax advisor. And then discounted services. All our affiliates enjoy the 20% off minimum discounts every year. But like Jesse said, January, we're going to kick off January 2023 with a 40% discount. Get on our email list. If you signed up for this webinar, you will be on the list. But if you're just tuning in and looking over somebody's shoulder, don't miss it. You don't want to miss out on the discounts, do you? Find out how they signed up. Reach out. Put your email in the chat area if you want to sign up for the webinar. If you're on the YouTube channel, that'll be in the links below if you're watching this on a replay. That's our affiliate program in a nutshell. What's in it for us, Jesse? We are the Dollar Tax Club.
We are the Dollar Tax Club. So what's in it for us? I mean, the obvious one is we want exposure. We want to help more people. And that's one way that we can do it, is make it super simple, lower the barrier to entry, and help people get started. Keeping clients compliant, helping minimize tax. That's the mission statement. And exposure to our brands. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's a little bit self-serving, but we're all in business. We all want more clients. But my old boxing coach always said it's always better to give than to receive. So, you know, we started this affiliate program specifically for mortgage brokers, and Jesse helped us with our vision to expand it to anybody who wants to get into business, anybody with a side hustle, not just mortgage brokers, affiliate marketers. If you're on an affiliate marketing team or a network marketing company or multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, there's no bad thing about multi-level marketing. Every business is set up that way, from, you know, the CEO right down to the floor washer. But if you want to get set up with your own business, there's no better way to go. You know, it costs nothing to start. And, you can get started today. Just reach out to somebody on our team, reach out to Jesse, me, put something in the chat area. If you're on YouTube, again, it's in the links below. Pretty easy, DOLLARTAXCLub.ca. And get started on your side hustle today.
Yeah, just to put it into perspective, you can literally go through the entire process, and the possibility of making money is within 10 minutes of signing up. That's how easy it is of a process to go through.
And then, once you do get signed up, loop back to Jesse and get on one of his programs. Some of the other guests we've had on can show you how to really leverage an affiliate program. And that's the basis of what we're doing here with the Dollar Tax Club. We started it because we wanted an affiliate program. All the referrals we were getting from clients, that we're happy getting refunds. They're like, oh, this person sent me, or that person sent me, or somebody will call and say, hey, I sent these 3 clients. And we're like, thank you. We lost track of giving out gift cards. Now we just give out cash.
Yeah. Cash is better. Cash is king.
So affiliate hack of the week. We got 4 today because we don't have a guest and we're just flying through the webinar today. Hopefully you're getting some value, but Jesse's going to come up with 2. I got 2 for you. I'll let Jesse kick it off and we'll just piggyback back and forth.
Sounds good. The one that I want to go through today, I believe I might have mentioned it in the past at some point, but it's a little strategy for posting on social media where you can have this little mental checklist of whether the content you're putting out is good or not so good, or maybe it needs a little bit of work. I call it the 3 E's. I believe I've mentioned it in the past, but it's super relevant. I think that anyone watching this is going to gain value from it if you're doing any kind of social media marketing. This works for anything that you put out, social media posts, emails, when you're building your websites and funnels and everything that you put out. 3 E's stands for educate, entertain, and elevate. Follow those 3 E's and you will have winning content. I promise you. If you do not have any of those 3 E's inside of your content that you're putting out, it's probably not going to do anything, because people go on social media for one of 3 reasons. They want to be entertained. They want to be inspired, which is where the elevate comes in, or they want to learn something, which is where the educate comes in. And so if you can incorporate those 3 into everything that you do, you're going to build a really solid following. You're going to have people who are loyal to you, people who follow you, people who take your advice, and people who you're going to build that know, like, and trust with people. And then, get them to a point where they're ready to work with you or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish through building social media.
So we have our 3 E's in the financial services. So our 5 circles of financial planning. The 5th circle is that we call it the 3 E's. And I put them in the chat area. So Jesse's is entertain, educate, and elevate. With financial planning, it's setting up an emergency fund, putting money away for education for your kids. If you have kids, this applies to you. If not, Christmas season's coming, go out and make some. Or estate planning, or a combination of all 3. So I like the 3 E's. Mine, Jesse, I'm going to see if I can share. There it is. I got it.
There you go.
So I saw this. It was Speed Sew. This fella, I forget his name. He's, developed this Speed Sew glue that you can fix anything. But he was talking about social media posts. How do you come up with, 30 posts a month, 30 ideas? But he said you come up with 3 main categories. For example, taxes. How do you file taxes? What are the ways? You can e-file, net file, paper file, teletype. You could, mail it in the CRA. You could chisel it on a tablet. And maybe we'll talk about different types of tax software and maybe some tax tips. He said you come up with 3 or 4 main categories, and then for tax filing, you come up with 3 additional on that subject. You come up with 3 additional little tips. Software, maybe you talk about the TurboTax, TaxWiz, or DT Max software. So you come up with 3 more, and then you talk about 3 general tax tips, maybe corporate, personal, and self-employed. And then you take each one and you break it down and you do 3 little blog type posts, right? Come up with a couple paragraphs on each one. And all of a sudden, what does that number work out to, Jess? There's 27. All of a sudden you got 27 tips that you can posting ideas. And he had it out on an 8.5, 11 sheet. And he said, you just come up with a couple main categories, you elaborate on each one. And now all of a sudden, just with this, you got 27 tips for the next 27 days. Whatever industry you're in, if you're in the health industry, you could talk about supplements, you could talk about different stretching techniques and maybe weightlifting techniques. And then you break each one down further, and all of a sudden you got 27.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I coach some of my students as well, and how to get them. I usually draw like a circle in the middle and then have one main topic and then branch off with 4 subcategories and then 3 subcategories off of each subcategory. And, you can build, I call it the spider web.
Wheel of Fortune.
Concept. Yeah.
Colin Sprake with Make Your Mark Success. A little plug for Colin, puts on great education seminars and trainings. But he had his, I called it the spoke wheel or the Wheel of Fortune, because it is a fortune wheel. You follow those techniques and all of a sudden your fortune starts growing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Affiliate hack. This is the bonus week. Sorry, I'll let you finish, Jess.
I was just going to say it's a fun little exercise that I do with people where, I just get them to volunteer and say whatever comes to their mind. And usually we come up with like 27 or 30 some content ideas within like 3 minutes. It's fun.
Yeah, it was a cool exercise.
Yeah. So
bonus affiliate hack number 3. Yeah. So number 3 actually, Jeff.
Number 3, yeah, is I'm going to kind of keep it going with the posting mentality or the posting that we've been talking about. This is a strategy that I call the 50-25-25 method. I like to break things down into simple to understand concepts. So 50-25-25. 50% of your content that you put out towards your audience should be just like general type of information, like a general tip on something, a quote or, something that inspires people, kind of makes them just want to click the like button, maybe drop a comment. You're not really asking them to do a whole lot with this type of content. You're just kind of giving them, making sure that you show up in their news feed and make sure that they know that you're there. Just a constant reminder. Nothing crazy, just a constant reminder. The next 25 category is where you go a little bit more in depth. You give them something that they can walk away with. You're really utilizing a lot of like the educate and entertain and elevate components, where you're educating them on something. You're giving them you're talking about a problem that they might have, and then you're giving them a solution, but you're not asking them to take action on anything. There's no call to action or anything. It's just like your free gift to them. And then the last 25% is very similar to the other one in the fact that you talk about a problem or a pain point that these people have. You give them the solution, but then you give them a call to action as well. And if you follow this method where, let's say, one post is just a very simple part of that first 50%, the next post is part of the next 25% where you're just giving them value, but you're not asking for anything in return. But then the third post is giving them value, talking about the problem, giving them a solution, and then getting them to take action. And then the fourth post is going back to the beginning and just, giving them something that they can just click the like button on. So if you follow this method, what you're doing is you're building a loyal following with these people, building know, like, and trust. You're not over asking them to you're not like being one of those salespeople that's just always asking for the sale, but you're doing it often enough that they're going to take action on something that you put out. So 50-25-25.
I'm trying to keep up. Possibly Alicia could touch these up on, I forget the software.
The
software.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Doodly.
Yeah.
She'll have fun cleaning those slides up on Doodly. So the last affiliate hack is one of my favorites. If you don't ask, you sleep alone. So using Jesse's 50-25-25, share some content, build some value, call to action or ask. You have to ask for the sale. If you don't ask, you sleep alone. And how do people know that you're doing business if you don't tell them? And that's partly based on a 50-25-25. At the end, what you get in there is, the culmination, that 100% at the end, it pulls everything together. But you have to have that little finishing piece to wrap it all up. And otherwise, how do you make money? A lot of salespeople get to the end and they oversell. You got to pick up on those buying signals. I'll make the analogy to dating, or maybe I better not make the analogy to dating, but if you don't ask, you sleep alone. Ask for the sale at some point. If whatever you're doing, you truly believe is giving value to others, whether you're in the health industry, helping somebody build their business, helping them grow their social media so they can make more money, you're offering value. And you really have to ask people, to take you up on your offer or the value that you have to give. Simple as that.
Agreed. I see that far too often with people overselling. I've actually watched people walk themselves right out of like a $10,000 sale before by over talking and over explaining.
And you can under talk as well, or under explain. We were on the Angela Cote AC franchise specialist. Give her a shout out. But we were on her webinar, weekly webinar for franchisors, and they were talking about that on their webinar yesterday, talking about reaching out or looping back to clients that have fallen off the radar, or potential franchisees that have fallen off the radar. So it's it's part and parcel of every level of business. You don't have people coming in buying or your services or products, you ain't going to be in business.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see here. I'm just trying to manage the slides, put us back up in a prominent position here. So that's it for the affiliate hack for this week. So that's 4 bonus. You can loop back if you're watching this live. Don't forget, it'll be available again on the replay on the YouTube channel. And Alicia has graciously put that, you can reach our YouTube channel on those 5 things you need to know, or everything you need to know about buying life insurance, the series that we put together. Tax tip number 111. How do we get up to 111? What to do if you're struggling to pay your taxes? Get your answers as a member of the Dollar Tax Club. Canada Revenue has some provisions in the Income Tax Act. You just have to know how to exercise your rights. One of them is a voluntary disclosure. If you have income from the past that you want to claim and you want to waive penalties, it's like eating the cookie out of the jar, and then you go to mom and you get chocolate all over your face and you say, Mom, I ate a cookie before dinner. If you preempt the strike, mom's probably going to forgive you. But if you walk in and you get chocolate all over your face and you're trying to hide it, there's going to be no forgiveness. So CRA has provisions like that. Also, taxpayer relief provisions, especially during COVID. They announced that, they were waiving collection on overdue amounts with CRA, during a part of COVID. So if you have trouble, any pressure from CRA, and we've also partnered up with a debt relief company that works across Canada. So if you have any problems with debt or tax debt with CRA, just reach out to us. We'll get you in touch with somebody that can help. The events page. Any big events coming up, Jesse, before Christmas?
The only one that I keep thinking about is when Santa's going to show up.
I was just thinking about that. That's the one that everybody looks forward to every year. He will be on as a special guest. I think we may have to pre-record it because, again, he's living up in the North Pole now. Had to fight to get those moving expenses claimed for him, but we got it done. Santa's happy. He's going to be delivering toys to all the good little boys and girls, and I guess every gender in between. He'll make all the children happy around the globe.
Yeah.
So Q&A. Got a few people on here. I know that there's blankets of snow across Canada. Maybe some people are chilling at home.
Literally.
Pardon me?
Literally chilling.
Yeah, no pun intended. I think we'll leave it at that this week. We have a couple of guests lined up. Santa Claus is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Remember to get your questions into us. Ask mrtaxes.ca is where you can get all your questions answered. Set up a no obligation call. If you're looking at financial planning side, reach out to Jesse. If you're in Alberta or anywhere east in snow country, shovels. Are shovels tax deductible?
I guess if you ran a home-based business, then sure.
If you ran a home-based business, salt as well, right? Make sure and save those receipts. It's our last tax tip of the week. It's a little bit overkill this week, but you can never pay too little tax.
Agreed.
Got to trademark that one as well.
Awesome.
Okay, well, that's it for another week. Jesse at mrinsurance.ca. Easy way to reach Jesse, or just follow up in one of the contact links in the area below the video here if you're watching on YouTube. And I will cue up the music, and I'll let Jesse finish it off this week.
I don't really have anything else for everybody. I hope you enjoyed the affiliate hacks. I hope you enjoyed the tax tips, and just take action. That's it.
Take action. Remember to set up your CRA account. We'll finish it off with a CRA video, and this is Mike from CRA. I'm going to tell you how to set up your account. See everybody next week.
This is Mike. Mike likes to do things the easy way. Recently, Mike read that My Account, the Canada Revenue Agency's secure portal, lets Canadians across the country view and manage their tax and benefit affairs quickly, conveniently, and securely, all online. Mike thinks this seems like a good idea. So, he found a quiet spot on his lunch break and engaged the power of technology to help him manage his tax and benefit information. With a few clicks of his mouse and a few strokes of his keyboard, Mike began registering for My Account. Mike started at the My Account webpage at canada.ca/my-CRA-account. Mike has the option of choosing from 2 ways to register for My Account. He can register and create a CRA user ID and password, or he can log in using a sign-in partner. Mike uses online banking on a regular basis, so he chooses to use the sign-in partner option. He logs in with the information that he already uses with his bank, making his experience that much easier. After entering a few details to ensure his privacy is protected, like his social insurance number, date of birth, current postal code, and an amount from his last tax return, Mike has instant, secure access to some of his tax and benefit information, like the status of his tax return and a summary of his notice of assessment. He can also sign up for online mail. Within a week or 2, Mike will receive a letter in the mail from the CRA with his CRA security code. Mike can also call the CRA to get his code earlier. Once Mike enters this code, he will have full access to even more information through My Account, including details about his tax returns and benefits. Now, Mike can do everything from updating his address, to checking on the status of his refund, to printing proof of income, to setting up direct deposit, and much more. He can also log in and check some of his information on the go using the My CRA web app. Now that's easy. If Mike used his security code to fully register for My Account, he can also use the CRA's autofill My Return service when he files online using certified software that includes that feature. Autofill My Return automatically fills in certain parts of his income tax and benefit return. What could be easier? But Mike thinks the best thing about My Account is that he can access the information he needs anytime, anywhere. Perfect for someone with such a busy life. Make your life easier and be like Mike. Sign up for My Account. You'll have access to the CRA's full suite of self-service options and see firsthand how the CRA is delivering on its commitment to client-focused service. Find out more at canada.ca/my-CRA-account.